Hey everybody, Brad Ross here from MakeMagicMoney.com. And before I bring you today's It Factor Live update, I wanted to share a very special offer with you. Since today is November 11th, 2011, in other words, 11-11-11, and this is a very special day because it only happens once every 100 years. Last one was November 11th, 1911. Well, we are going to be having an 11% off sale site-wide at MakeMagicMoney.com. That's right, every single product that we have inside of MakeMagicMoney.com is going to be 11% off. But there are two catches. Catch number one is we have only created 11 coupon codes. That's right, so if you're not in the first 11 people to go to the site and order something and use that 11% off coupon code, you're not going to get to use that coupon code. And the second catch is that this is only an 11-11-11 sale, so it's going to end at midnight, not at 11, but at midnight tonight, basically as soon as November 11th is over. So go right now to MakeMagicMoney.com, enter in the code that you see on your screen right now, 11 SALE, again that's 11 SALE, and grab something that you've been wanting to get from MakeMagicMoney.com for 11% off. So put the video on pause, go do that right now, and then come back for today's update. Alright, hope you grabbed something really cool for 11% off. Now on to today's update. We're going to be talking about vision of success and getting specific with your goals. This is something that came up throughout the week at It Factor Live, right from the very first moment that we started our opening keynote presentation, and I took my attendees through a target customer exercise where they identified who their target customer is. Because when it comes right down to it, whether you're writing scripts for video, whether you're writing copy for emails, for direct mail pieces, or even crafting your Facebook posts and your tweets and anything that you do with social media, it all starts with getting to know who your ideal customer really is and who the heck you're even talking to. It's all about being specific. Have you heard that 97% of people are more likely to achieve their goals if you write them down? Well, in fact, some motivational speakers and experts quote a study conducted at Harvard where 3% of graduating students wrote down their goals. It's then claimed that 20 years later, the same 3% had net worth that was higher than the remaining 97% of their classmates combined. This is often cited as truth, but the fact is, the study has never happened. The lesson here, even so-called experts and gurus often get their facts wrong. But whether the study is fact or fiction, the truth is that goal setting is important. In fact, it's without goal setting, you may never achieve the dreams that you have in your heart. Every person in the world devotes countless hours to thinking of their future and their present situation in life. Almost everyone wishes that there was something that they could change in their life. I know this for a fact because I've done it in my own life, and I've been around enough people in my life so far that I see this happen time and time again, and I saw this happen last week with our attendees at It Factor Live. People want to change in their life. Well, whether you dream of a new car, a boat, be a movie star, or to be the most successful magician or business owner in your market, goal setting is the important catalyst to your success. So let's get started, because in the course of this video, I want to take you through some of the fundamentals of goal setting, which first of all begins with how you choose the right goals to focus on, how specific you really are. See, many of us are trying to set goals, but most of us are practically incapable of following through with them. Think about it. How many times have you decided on a course of action and you simply don't follow through with it? Well, that's pretty much the norm for most people. And this was something that we discovered with a lot of our attendees last week. People had wanted to do certain things. They wanted to start doing video marketing, but just didn't actually get started. Well, sometimes setting goals is all about getting it done. Just doing it. Setting the goal. That's the hardest part of accomplishing it, is figuring out what the heck you want to do. The easiest way of looking at this is to think of each and every goal as part of a new year. Think about it like this. What's the conversation every year on New Year's Eve? It's actually the resolutions. But most of us will only keep our resolutions for a very short period of time. And then with each passing day, week, month, fewer and fewer of us stick with our plans, our goals. Sometimes setting goals alone is not the problem that you're facing. Sometimes choosing the right goals to begin with is harder because you don't know exactly what you want. Basically, you can choose to work any goal that you feel is necessary for your health, your stability, your business, your happiness. But goal setting is nothing more than a formal process for personal planning. By setting goals on a routine basis, you decide what you want to achieve, and you move in a step-by-step manner towards the achievement of these goals. The process of setting goals and targets allows you to choose where you want to go in life by knowing exactly what you want to achieve and what you have to concentrate on to do it. And that's the important takeaway I want you to get from this video. Don't just set a goal and say, I want to build my business in 2012. Get specific with it. Know how much money you made in 2011. How much money you made in 2010. Look for the trends. If each year you've been making less and less money, chances are what you're doing is not working and it's actually hurting you. However, if what you've been doing over the past couple years, 8, 9, 10, 11, has been increasing and you've been making a little bit more each year, well, it's time to kick your butt into gear so that you can make even more money in 2012. But get specific with it. Goal setting is a standard technique. It's used by professional athletes and successful business people, high achievers in all fields. It gives you long-term visions, and it provides you with short-term motivation. It helps focus your attention and knowledge, which seems to help organize your resources. But by setting sharp and clearly defined goals, you can measure and take pride in the achievement of these goals. And you can see the forward progress in what might have previously seemed like a long, endless effort. But by setting goals, you also raise your self-confidence as you recognize your ability to meet the goals that you've set. The process of achieving goals and seeing the achievement gives you the confidence that you're able to achieve even higher and more difficult goals later on. But it all begins with something specific. So what I'd advise you to do, if I was coaching you personally, is to get really specific, discover what you really want, and base your goals for the rest of 2011, what you want to accomplish in the next, let's say, a little bit more than a month, about a month and a half, and what you want to accomplish in 2012. What are those things that are going to take your business to the next level, that are going to give you the happiness in your life that you truly want on all different levels? So get really specific with it, and I promise you that getting specific will help create a better vision of what you truly want. Right now, as we say goodbye, I'd like you to stick around for just a few extra minutes, and I want to share with you a little bit of our friend Tommy Hilkin's late night presentation from It Factor Live last week, where he shared with us how to create the winner's image. Because you can't have business success until you have personal success, and that all begins with what's going on up here. So take a look at some of Tommy's presentation from last week's It Factor Live, and I'll see you on the next update. Until then, I'm Brad Ross for ItFactorLive.com, saying do what you love and love what you do.
A lot about yourself. It tells me a lot about me. I'm not standing this. Understand, this is my self-talk. When I'm up here talking, this is my self-talk. I'm sharing with you from my life experience. I want to share what I've been through. And here it is. So we'll go here. We don't see ourselves being what we wish we could be. See, you have to decide, how do you see yourself now? Who is this new guy who's going to double or gal? Who is this new guy? What does he look like? What does he act like? What time does he get up? What time does he go to bed? What does he do all day? You've got to actually stop playing. This is a new guy. The new guy. The guy who says this isn't impossible. Is he in there yet? Probably not. Probably not. You've got to take out the old conditioning to make room for the new. But I'm going to tell you, when you take out the old conditioning, make sure you plant something in there healthy, because the universe, it abhors a vacuum. If you leave that empty, the universe is putting something in there, man. It's either going to be, you don't even know what's going to happen. It's going to throw something in there. We often talk about it, Brad and I. You can design your own life, because if you don't, the universe is going to design one for you. And you might just not like where you end up. So I'm asking you today, man, take the information and knowledge you got and design the life that you're actually sitting now wishing you could have. See, it's okay. It starts as a dream. We put it on paper. It becomes a goal. Now, all of a sudden, we can actually start to manifest it in its physical form. It actually starts to happen. Because remember, everything starts with an idea. This hotel was an idea. But somebody had to come and work really, really hard to build this place. This didn't just happen. We have the power to create our images as we want to be and then become that image. Very powerful. You understand that? You can actually become what you impress on your subconscious mind. You know, think about this. People who want to lose weight. I talk to people who want to lose weight all the time. I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight. And I go, do you? And what do I say? I lose weight. Greatest sign I ever saw. It was at a meeting one time. And it said, if you want to stop drinking, you got to stop drinking. Now you laugh, right? Simplicity at its best.
Right.
If you want to double your income, you got to double your income. There's no in between. When I saw that, the simplicity of if you want to stop drinking, you got to stop drinking. I see people smoking. I want to quit smoking. I really want to quit smoking. I look at it. Do you? Do you? If you want to stop smoking, you got to stop smoking. There's no secrets here, guys. This is the truth. This is it. You know, the people that you want to be do have somebody who you want to be like. This is what they have to do. So you do have the power to create this image. Create it. Have fun. Remember I talked about the little kid who was Jack Sparrow?
Yep.
He was having a ball, man, because for that minute he was Jack Sparrow. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. Or Johnny Depp and be multi-millionaire. Right? They just hired him for a new one. I think they had to pay him a pirate's ransom. For real. Yeah, I mean, major dollars. He was just like, nah. And they were like, please, okay, you know, and he did it. So, you know, who do you want to be? Now listen, you might like exactly where you are right now, and life is good, relationships are good, family's good. You know, what kind of a legacy are you going to live, you know? Ziegler puts it this way. Most people, you go from survival to stability, from stability to success, and then from success to significance. So even if you're feeling success right now, maybe your next step might be to go into significance. And what is significant? Become significant in someone else's life. Do something for someone else. You know, what was the word we used? Taker or?
Consumer.
Consumer. Now I got something I'm going home with, and I know it because I want to do more win-win in my life because I heard consumer. I am a consumer. I will consume anything. I mean, if it's like, I grew up one of 6, you know, and we had a lot of kids. You know, whoever got the extra pork chop, we fight for it. So it was like, we became consumers. That was our life. Who could get more than the other? And then I look back at it, and it's like, wow, if we would have cut that into 6 pieces, and these are my brothers and sisters, and I'm fighting for a pork chop. You know, it's just a mental image that I had. And it's like, no, win-win. So we can build that image. But we have to know what it is. I asked you earlier, what do you want? Build that image of what you want. Who do you want to be? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to hold it to you because it's making me smile. Everybody wants to double their income this year. And good for you. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. Who do you have to be to double your income? Who do you have to be?